So that was from the back of the grid for Freddie Pummel and James Robinson. Now they qualified 8th on the grid, so whether that was them from the back as well, or they just had a sluggish start, I'm not too sure, but both of those drivers have got work to do as this race unfolds, unfortunately. So a few that should have been up there towards the head of the order have got work to do, but they've got plenty of time to do so in this 45 pit stop race, as the top two come down towards the right-hander of Gorham for the first time of asking. Matt Swaffer is already under attack as he's being pushed all the way here by Nicole Trout. Down towards Murray's then turn. Bit of a moment for the Golf as well there, so that's going to drop that back in the order. So again, Henry Wright, Kevin Glover's car is up to maybe losing a position. No, Jordan Honeybourne stays behind, but it was definitely a mistake down towards the final corner as they all head through for the first lap to be completed. There goes the Dan Abbott Honda Integra, which has made good progress from the start. That started 9th on the grid, is now up into 6th position. And then you've got McPhail, you've got the Reeds Mini behind that, you've got Darren Goes up into 9th place, one to watch out for, as we said after qualifying, and Jason Rogers next through inside the top 10. So that's how the first lap shapes out of the race. But it's Matt Swaffer that heads the field by just under 0.2 of a second. So Nicole Trout might have qualified on pole this morning. She may have lost the lead on the run towards the first corner, but now she's already claimed that back from Matt Swaffer. So getting into her stride very nicely. Last year's champion was Nicole, back for another season. She's got this new look Honda Civic, which seems to be working really well with Motion Motorsport for this first round of the season. Also got the Class C and D champions back for this year as well, the Wayne Cockerell Toyota Celica. Now Wayne he's made 2 places since the start. He's up to 14th position now, so he moves up overall and also within Class C, because he sits within inside the top 5. But Wayne was the Class C champion from last year, and we also got the Class D champion back as well this season, which is a combination of Henry Wright and Kevin Glover. But that Golf not doing too badly. I think it is in, where is it? It's 4th place within class at the minute, so that seems to be doing fairly well in the hands of the first driver within this race. So a nice pack out front, top 4 separated by just under 4 seconds. The second time of asking, you've got 5th place not too far back as well. That's going to be Jordan Honeybone, who I might have mistakenly said Ray Honeybone earlier. I was wondering if Rod. We'll wait and see on that one. Jordan Honeybone in this car for today, so he runs strongly inside the top 5 as we said, and he's just about to work his way through in towards the left hand of Murray's. Still ahead of the Honda Integra of Dan Abbott. But now just started to form off actually, so the top 2, Noah's Ark style actually, 2 by 2 by 2 as the next 2 cars come through. Then you've got the Reeds Mini Cooper, 7th. Racing Nathan McPhail Honda Civic Type R, so that had a bit of a poor lap unfortunately, so that has got work to do as it drops into 9th position. But as I said, the 2 minis were the beneficiaries of that lap loss for Nathan McPhail, so on they go that merry way now down towards Palmer. Matt Swaffer still keeping Nicole Trout fairly honest up front. Gap just grew slightly to 3/4 of a second, but Nicole will be looking to try and build that buffer before the pit window opens, and she can do so. That'll be a nice little buffer she has as she works her way back onto the circuit. Once that's served out, pit stops. The car in 4th place, though, the Volkswagen Golf of Wright and Glover, has just gone and done the quickest lap of the race, so that's going to be one to watch. In fact, now it's up to 3rd place, because it's gone past Charlie Polk as they dive down towards Oggy's corner. So class champions from last year now starting to make some moves. Got some clear track ahead of them, and that quickest lap was about 1/10 of a second faster than Nicole Trout, and a second quicker than Matt Swaffer, who was in the lead at the start of this race, but now down to 2nd place. So on the charge already is that number 38 machine, as it heads off the Bentley Straight down through Brundle. It now goes, and again before it gets to the pit stop window. That car, of course, has got 2 drivers amongst it, so whether we've got the quicker driver in at the minute, we're not too sure. We've given drivers 4-way race, unfortunately, so it's a bit of a guessing game to might be in the cars which have two drivers. Nonetheless, that Volkswagen Golf is making good progress. Also, on the back of Nicole Drow, because that gap has continued to close across the course of the last 3 miles. So up towards the line they come again, and what was 3/4 of a second is now going to be down to just over 0.6 of a second between the two of them. So that is not a bad one. For Matt Swaffer, and in fact he's just got another quick lap of the race. What was a 2:13 for the Volkswagen Golf pairing is now a 2:12.646 for the BMW. Continuing to catch up with Nicole Drow in the lead of the race as well. We've had the change back for third place, and Charlie Hulk is back ahead of the right-hand Glover Volkswagen Golf, so that only lasted about half a lap for that pairing. And as they come out of Palmer, it's now back ahead again. So Charlie was there in the Clio into third, now back down to fourth place. Jordan Honeybone still in fifth position. Then we've got a slight gap back to the sixth place Honda Integra. Yeah, but still Dan Abbott, who leads his class, which is Class C. And then you've got the Reeds, Chris and Alex in the Mini Cooper, next up in seventh place. That just turns its way now out of what's going to be Agostini. In fact, it's been passed by Darren Goes, so Darren Goes has gone ahead.
I think I might have made a mistake earlier when I mentioned Alex Reed is the other driver. I believe it is Luke Reed is the other driver. I just got confused. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I've just got thumbs up. Yeah,
there's loads of Reeds, that's the problem, isn't it? So Luke Reed, yeah, that's fine. Luke Reed instead of Alex, and of course Luke joins up with Chris. So thanks for confirming that one, Jack, as we now head towards 10 minutes into this race. So it won't be long until that pit window does open, and you have to do your mandatory stop within the pit window, and also you have to be in and out no more than 90 seconds, no less than 90 seconds, sorry. So you have to get that done, you have to time how long it's going to take to get down the pit lane, and you have to stop in that as well. So 90 seconds is the minimum you can do. The closer to that as possible is absolutely perfect pit stop. So I'm sure they've been practicing over the winter months, and will continue to practice as the season goes as well. But now it is going to be Nicole Drow who is just keeping this pressure at bay from Matt Swaffer. So a good two-way fight for the lead. What was 0.6 of a second, now it's going to be, again, exactly 0.6 of a second. So almost identical lap time between the two of them. But Matt Swaffer was fractionally quicker, which now sets a new quickest lap of the race of a 2:12.179. We've still got the battle for third between the Volkswagen Golf and the Renault Clio, which carries on its way up towards the Wilson hairpin. We're side by side across the line there between the what's that? The number 24 machine, wasn't it, of Jason Rogers. So that's the Renault Clio, which is just lost out actually to the right Volkswagen Golf. So George and Jeff Wright in Team F5 have gone